We live in the flesh. We live in the flesh, y'all. How y'all feeling? I know y'all probably was like, man, he ain't gonna get on tonight. I know that's probably what y'all was thinking. Nah, getting on. I'm on right now. You know, we gotta let the live cook up for a little bit. We gotta let the live cook, let it simmer. You know what I'm saying? How y'all feeling though? It ain't nobody in the live right now. I get it. It's cool. We gotta let it cook. I'm gonna let it cook for a little bit. People gonna come in. As we let the live cook, I gotta rinse this off real quick. So I'm gonna be right back. Be right back. Continue. Off, shower, now, and book. I know. Go get in the tub. Yeah. You thought you was slick. She thought she was slick. She thought she was slick. Yeah, man. We up in here. Let's go, Charles. What's up, Charles? Had to go rinse off the top. You know, you know how you go to the gas station or some, little store, then they be having like stuff at the top. You know, just in general though, we gotta start paying attention because you know a lot of bacteria and stuff. I'm trying to look for a napkin. Hold on. Probably ain't got one in there. It's all good though. But we live. We live, y'all. Hold on. We are live. Let me see some. Okay, what's up? What's up? Okay, there you go. I'm trying to figure out where the other comment was at. All right, man, we live. So look, yesterday was, something we did something new yesterday. I told you how we gonna run it, and we back to reacting. We back to reacting, and yeah. At the end of the class, at the end of the show, I should say, we're gonna have a little class session learning about finances and stuff. I already got some videos lined up on how we're gonna do this today. We're gonna talk about you know the housing market and stuff like that. We're gonna chit chat for a little bit. If you new to the live, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And listen, reason why I tell you to like is because it's gonna push it out to the algorithm so other people can chime in also, guys. So guys, like the live. Y'all ready? Y'all want to let it cook for a little bit? Let the chat, let the live chat. Well, let it, cook for a little bit, let it simmer, or y'all ready to react? What y'all want to do? Want to let it wait? Y'all got to listen. We got to interact now. What y'all want to do? Y'all want to start reacting or what? Y'all let me know. We can react, or we could, let a few more people come in. If you just not joining the live, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the live. Look, and the reason why I'm telling you guys to like is because it's gonna push you out to the algorithm. What's up, Derek? What's up? What's up? What's up, Derek? How y'all feeling, man? Wait, listen, man. It's what 8:21 in Georgia. I don't know about y'all. Where y'all from? Everybody that's in the chat right now. Where are y'all located at? If you in Georgia, man, put a 1. If you in any other state, man, listen. Look, y'all know how we finna get in this chat. Y'all know how we finna get in the chat right now, man. Y'all already listen. I know y'all probably don't eat Takis. Got my little Takis, man. We finna react, man. Let me see. PA, okay. Jersey, okay. Okay. Kevin said PA. Derek said Jersey. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's see. Let's see how we gonna do this. Here we go.
I'm 20 years old, I'm unemployed, I'm broke, and right now my girlfriend pays all our bills. And honestly, that shit bothers me. Now, I don't have a camera, I don't have a studio, and I don't have thousands of dollars to invest, but I do have a phone. So now, I'm going to be giving myself 30 days to see if I can build an income from absolutely nothing using just content.
We got Callie in the house. Okay. Okay. 7-9. What's up? Welcome to the live.
I'm documenting everything: how much money I make, how much I fail, every opportunity, and every dollar. Now, I don't know if this is going to work, but day one starts today. So follow me and let's see where this goes.
I don't think he gonna have enough time, guys. I ain't gonna lie. In a month worth, I don't think so. I don't think so. Listen, and his girl pay all the bills. We gonna see how long that's gonna last.
I realize that I'm going to be broke forever. So at this point, I only have two options. Either I can be broke at home or I can be broke on vacation. I'm booking the flight, bro. I'm leaving. I realize.
Okay.
I literally woke up this morning so broke that it low key feels like I'm about to die soon because I don't know what else to do. Like, I look at my bank account, I ain't got shit in there. Like, at least like my last days, like, I don't know. It's just, I feel so broke, just feel like I'm gonna die soon. Like, I don't know what to say. Anybody else, like, have this feeling? I literally woke.
Okay. How y'all feeling though, man? What's y'all thoughts on this topic? It's a lot of people that's going through it right now. I touch on it here and there, and then we react to a lot of veteran stuff also. But it's a lot of veterans. It's a lot of people in the world. It's going through life right now. Some of us might have it easier than others, but it's still other things that we go through. It might be health. It might just be kids. It might be a situation where you can't control it. You can't control certain situations. You should make native patties. Your screen opening music. 777. I'm trying to. I'm this. He said the struggle is real. Tofu. Okay, what's up, Tofu? 777. You think I need some theme music? I think I might listen. I like that idea. I like that idea. Some opening music to the live. Yeah, I got my whiteboard. Hold on, let me write that down. It's a SpongeBob remix. Ah, man. I think I know exactly what you're talking about, too. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Theme music. Okay. I think I like that idea. I like that idea. Listen, I'm gonna take you up on that. I think now I don't know about the SpongeBob. I don't know. I think because if I know if I know what you're talking about, right? Because I want to play it, but I don't want this live to get copy strike or whatnot. But I think I know what you're talking about. But the SpongeBob music, I don't know. Some theme music though. I like that. Now listen, 777. Are you only speaking for the live or are you speaking in general? Like reaction videos also, or just live, strictly live? Because I might take your advice on that. It's kind of like a dub stuff. Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. You make me I want to play it too.
You work 40 hours a week. You get your check.
Okay, just live. I'm gonna keep. I listen. I just wrote that down on my board, my whiteboard. So I'm definitely keeping that in mind. Guys, it's 17 people in the live right now. Listen, welcome to the live. I appreciate you for stopping by. But make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. The reason why I'm telling you to like, so every other veteran or just anybody in general, might want to check out the channel and everything. Now you good. I think it's a remix, not intellectual property. Okay. I'm gonna check that out.
You pay your rent,
Let me check that out.
pay your lights, groceries, gas, insurance, and then you got $37 left. And somebody in the comments will still say, well, your bills are paid. What are you complaining about? The fuck? Working full time should give you more than the privilege of coming back to work next week. You should be able to save something.
Yeah, listen, I ain't gonna test it right now. I'm gonna wait.
You should be able to enjoy something. You should be able to handle a flat tire without having a financial emergency. And before y'all start with the get a better job shit, somebody still has to work the job you're telling everybody to leave. I'm not saying every job should make somebody rich. It's not what I'm saying. I'm saying if you give a job 40 hours of your life every damn week, being able to live shouldn't be considered asking for too much. Because if your definition of a successful working person is, well, they didn't get evicted this month, the bar is in fucking hell.
I ain't laughing, man, because it's listen, working 40 hours and feeling like you ain't accomplished like the goals that you dreamed of and just only getting paid the bare minimum, listen, is wild. It's wild. Like I get it. Some jobs you just might have to do. You say live in your vehicle. Oh man. Listen, if you single, it could work if you single by yourself. But if you got a family, let's just say it's just you, your wife or your girl. I don't know if that's really gonna work. That's a really nice living space. She's just in maybe she should get a cheaper. You own to some SS triple S. I listen. Listen. Yeah, you downsize, right? That's if bills are too high, you gotta figure out what is eating up your cash flow, right? The cash that's coming in, the income that you got coming in, you gotta figure out what the hell am I spending all my money on at the end of the day. And you gotta start deducting shit, taking out stuff. So if you stay in a place that's like $3,000 a month and you only making $5,000, listen, no, you don't do that. That's dumb. That's backwards. That's ass backwards. Well, I always live somewhere for free or a tent. Hey, I think it's nothing wrong with that. People got their preference. 777. I mean, it depends. Like if I ain't have kids and stuff like that, and we just saying like a sacrifice moment, like I got to stay down to come up. Yeah, I live in my car. You listen. That'd be like kind of like the last result. But if it came down to it, hell yeah, I live in my car. Yeah, listen. In the military, you sleep any and everywhere. It's too easy. Listen. If I had to start over, live in my car by myself. Listen, I get a gym membership. We're gonna take a bath at the gym. We're gonna get a workout in, and we're gonna figure it out. But we got stuff like it gotta be like figured out. Like you gotta have stuff, figured out. You can't just sleep in your car, then gym, and that's it. Hell no. You got to be working about 2-3 jobs. That car need to be your last destination. You don't need to be going. You don't need to just be chilling in your car 24/7. Hell no. Until I'm married, I'm banking everything I can. That's facts. That's what you supposed to do. That now I do work for my family and help take care of the place. Listen. There's nothing wrong with that. $6,000 of VA benefits a month and living in a car will be. Listen, $6,000 living in a car, living in your car, making $6,000. I mean, it's not a lot of people. Listen, chat. Let me know how y'all feel about that. It's 28 people in the live right now. Would you live in your car and pocket 6K if you didn't have no responsibilities? If it was just you, I can't say, kids or whatnot, wife, I don't know, you might, but it could work with a wife. It could work with kids also. Probably if you got like an RV or something like that. But what's y'all thoughts on it? What's y'all thoughts? Lobster every night, family figured it. Tofu. I ain't spending money on housing. No. Oh, why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? SS, triple S, RV? Yes, okay. See, because our RV. If it was just me and my wife, I'm gonna be honest with you, because I got a CDL, so I mean, I wouldn't mind, me and my wife, we sleeping in the truck. You got bunk beds. Listen, you got a game plan, a year or two. You got to do what you got to do. I shouldn't have to spend money to lay my homeless but clean. You listen, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. You'll be clean. You'll be clean. You won't look like you homeless. You won't look like you homeless. Yeah, if the government, we got Eric in the house. If the government let me hunt from any zone, I can live in my car. Excuse me. Cleanliness is paramount. Man, let's tap in some of these housing market. Let's see how the house market out here, man. Listen. Let's see.
I think the next 6 months, which is just to the end of 26, will be the worst of the cycle.
Okay.
We will be going at about 3.8%, which is a historical low. Not even 1981 was that bad.
What has it been the first 6 months of this year?
4 million, which in real estate is going to feel like depression because people are already starving.
I'm going to go under you.
Oh,
Whatever
really?
you
Oh,
think.
wow. You
Yeah.
think it's even worse?
Yeah,
Oof.
for sure.
So that would
houses
actually-
are sitting on the market longer and longer.
Yeah.
I see price reductions. If I show you my freaking
I see it. I
searches,
see it. Yeah.
price reductions every single day.
Yeah. Motivated sellers.
Motivated
So you think
sellers.
3 points?
Hold on, wait. Triple S. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I feel you. You said I'm not doing it because I will go to one of these weekly hotels. Now look, okay, I see it. If it 6K a month weekly, what you coming out weekly? Hotel or motel? It's a difference. Is you gonna be living luxury homeless, like, or you gonna be like, I'm staying down, like we gonna get a motel and it's $100, $175, $200 a week, which is like what, $800 a month, $900 a month, almost $1,000 a month. If it's just you yourself, listen, 6K, you take away the 1,000, you still got 5K. You still up. You still up. Give me a shelter. half and lobster every night. Man, tofu talking. Man, in a couple years, I might more from that market. Damn, that's good though. That's hella good. $250 a month? No, sir. Where you getting a whole motel room for $250 a month? You ain't getting not no $250. Yeah, about $1,000. Okay, yeah, about $1,000. I'm not $250 a week. You ain't getting that for no month. Sleeping bag, I'm straight. One provider work for laborers, but the worker doesn't get I mean, $250 a week. Okay. Yeah, now we talking. We talking now. That's about right. Listen, you in Atlanta somewhere, you can get a room for $250 a week. You can spend a cool band, the profits generated by the community helps increase the workers' pay. 1 year of saving and you can buy a house. Depending on how much you making. What's up? Oh, okay. Tell her when I get off live, tell her we gonna have a talk. All right. Fight the union. Our families, 2 beds, 2 bath, brick ranch. See, you stay out there. Rome kind of little, it's a little out there. Rome is a little far. That's like how far from Atlanta? How far would you say? About like an hour or two? About 2 hours? Rome is a good little drive. If I'm not mistaken, I could be tripping.
6? I mean, how much lower?
You're at 3.8?
I am.
I'll say 3.7.
Well, we had Clint Cooper on a few months back, and he brought up something of, he's like, I really don't like real estate long-term investment anymore. He's like, I don't think appreciation is going to happen the way that historically it's happened, where it's like, it's a near certainty that, hey, if you hold a house for 10 years, 20 years, it's going to appreciate X.
Yeah.
And it's like, we're all saying, the next 4 years, there's none.
I think the next 6 months, which is just to the end of 26, will be the worst of the cycle.
Okay.
We will be going at about 3.8%, which is
it's crazy people everywhere. When I say everywhere, everywhere. You might be living right next door to a crazy person.
Somebody just told me, well, you're running out of time. That's a terrible decision. You should be holding on to your house. Listen, running out of time is the whole freaking point. I will be 55
Welcome to the
in a
live.
matter
What's
of
up?
days.
What's up?
And I woke up one day and realized I don't want to be sitting in this great big house with a 10-seater sofa and a 6-seater table and having to.
You said flipping houses is done for a few years. You think so? You think so? You think people still ain't out here flipping these houses, getting, I ain't gonna say getting rich, but making a living? I mean, I like, how can I say it? I retrospect, right? Even when a time like this is bad, it's always somebody buying. Somebody is damn near like, ooh, please put your house on the market, foreclosure. I'm telling you, it's somebody that got that cash that's like, listen, we buying. Listen, I might just want to buy two every month. It's somebody out there that's buying foreclosures, and then it get deep. I know y'all know about seller finance. It's easy. There's so many different ways to get into real estate. And you find somebody that's desperate, that don't know, that's green, that don't know about the game. Oh my God. Which I don't support that. I feel like that's messed up, but at the same time, it's going on. That's what's going on. Praise them every month. See? You say real estate is not an investment? How so? How so not? How so? I want to know your theory on that one. High rate, of divorce. Yep. I mean, and not even just divorce. You got to think about people passing away. You got a spouse, a situation where two spouses, they cutting bills down the middle and everything, and then one of them pass away, and then the other one can't, can't pay, so it's situations like that. But I'm trying to figure out how so. And I ain't saying that you're wrong, but I just want to know your theory on that. I want to know your theory. They trying to buy my house, but I know better. Listen, you want to know something? I just recently talked to somebody a couple days ago, and okay, hold on. I'm gonna tell my thoughts, but let me look at this. It's horrible when compared to a low cost, highly diverse. Okay, so you going based off of the stock market, which is that's not bad. I can see your point, but I think most people might need to have they need to do diversify versus throwing all their money into stocks. Not saying that stocks is bad, but I feel like diversifying your money, your cash and everything, where you can have it into real estate, but the game is to pay the house off. Of course, that's in my eyes, paying the house off that should be like the goal. No debt free. Like that's where I look at it like that. But like you just saying real estate in general, like you got 30 houses and they all finance. Listen, hell no, that's too much. That's a lot of debt. Even though my tenants might be paying for it and everything, I don't want to be reliable because stuff happens. What if a tenant pass away? Now you got to figure out how to get somebody in that home. Y'all see the market where we in right now. Index funds, not individual stocks. Okay, real estate isn't for most people. Yeah, it depends. I think it's how you look at it though. I ain't saying that you're wrong, 777. I ain't saying, listen, I agree with you. Like to have a house for 300,000 on the market right now, and then that I own a business, 2 stocks, 3 real estates. One I own, okay, my bad. I misread that. 1 own a business, 2 stocks, 3 real estate. So okay, and you can attest to this, right? Because you do loans, right? I find that it's crazy that a person could finance a home for 300,000-400,000, because that's like the average house, right? If I could be wrong, but depending on your area, the average house is going for like 400,000. But to get hit upside the head over 30 years, they done paid another 300,000-400,000. To me, I find out that's damn near highway robbery. That's a scam, because they getting paid off the interest. Keep your life simple, 12-15% annual return over there. Yep. Average. But you gotta be throwing a good chunk, when you doing that. Or what, like, how would you go about that? The scam is the flippers. Oh yeah. The wholesalers, for sure. But listen, they gotta make their money too. Yes, 360K at 5 is costing me over. What? Oh my God. See, those the numbers. I feel like debt is like you can get no matter what type of debt is. Like, well, I ain't gonna say what type of debt. Like if you in like simple debt, like the average debt, car loan, everybody. I feel like anybody can get out of a car note, like a car loan debt. Credit cards, you can get out of that depending on how much money, how much credit that you got. But a house, and I feel like people can get out of house, but if you not paying attention, if you really not paying right, like how you said, compound interest. If you're not paying attention to that compound interest over the time, oh my God, you're gonna have a problem. You're gonna have a problem. 15-year mortgage is the way to go. With that 15 years though, are you still like throwing extra payments, or is that just like your regular payment? Like, I'm just gonna pay this every month, or is you making extra payments a year, like 1 or 2 extra payments? Not if you're planning to sell. See, me personally, if I get a house, like when that time for me to like to finance, because I'm not financing right now. I don't feel like that's not something I want to do. But because not right now. But like the goal for me is to pay a house off. That's what I want to do. That's the goal. Pay a house off, and you ain't got to worry about it whatsoever. Do 30 years and treat it like 15. That's smart. 3 extra payments. Okay. Low cost, high diversity index fund without performer or broker, house flipper. Already proven by Warren Buffett. Listen, Warren Buffett, that guy. Listen, Warren Buffett. Listen, he said, I think he said one of the skills, the high paying skills that's out there is communication. If I'm not wrong, Warren Buffett is that guy.
worry about air conditioners and pool guys and bug guys and dishwashers breaking down and hot water heaters exploding. And I have a brand new house. Like, I bought this house brand new, built it from ground up, and it's only 5 years old, and all those things have happened already. I'm single. I do not want to spend my days worrying about maintenance. And I want to go where there's cooler temperatures and I can breathe easy and relax. And yes, will I still invest 100%? But is it going to be in this desert house? No, it makes more sense for me right now just to get completely debt free, start over, take advantage of the really good income that I have right now.
And still live in that same house that he had for almost over, what, 30 years? Yeah, he's listening. But that comes with discipline. That comes with not having the shiny eye syndrome where you see something, you just like, I want to buy that. You know, no, it comes with discipline. In my opinion, I appreciate that 777. Unk alert. Ah, man. I appreciate that. In my opinion, single women should not buy single family homes. You know, and I had to pause and really sit back and think about that. Depending on the type of income that they got going on, like if they making well over high six figures, I feel like it'd be a smart investment. But truth be told, because think about it like this: you don't want a single woman, even though she's making good money. Let's just say she got a loft in Atlanta and she's paying $3,000-4,000 a month. You know, they doing it out here. I ain't like they really doing it out here, paying $3,000-4,000 a month in a loft. Like, even though she ain't got to worry about anything, just to know that your money is just going down the drain is just like, you know, because it's not, I mean, you're paying for the convenience of somebody else to come in and, you know, whatever you need, listen, fix this. HVAC, you know, whatever is going on, roof, well, you ain't got no roof, you know, because you're living in a loft, but certain things that, you know, need fixing. It's easy. It's simple. But it's going to come a time where she's going to have to get a house because stuff is going to continue to go up. That loft price, that loft rent is going to go up regardless. What's up? Huh? What? The what? Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna let the video. Matter of fact, it's 11 minutes. Well, 11 seconds. Give me 1 second. Hold on.
So everybody's house poor, according to people on the internet.
And listen, I'm gonna come back. Y'all gotta let me know what's going on. When I come right, I'm gonna come right back.
Now, I stitched a young lady who was just bragging like 2 months ago about how she don't need no man because, you know, she got her own house. It's 3,000 square feet. Whoop, whoop. It's mine. I don't need no man because if you can't take all this and pay for all my shit, I don't need you because I do it by myself. Just her and her daughter. But basically, she went out and now she talking about she can't afford it. She's house poor. And I guarantee you, she went out, got a new build house. They beat her over the head and they told her her mortgage was one thing and she didn't know because she was ignorant to it that, yeah, when you get new build houses, that initial mortgage that they show you is not your actual mortgage. That's the assessment of the house before the city assesses it with the property on the land. And then a couple of months later, month or 2, 3 later, when they reassess that fucking house with the actual property on there, you get your real property assessment. That mortgage is going to shoot up a couple $100, maybe even $1,000. Then you got to add your insurance and all that other shit to it. And if you don't have a good real estate agent or you don't know this, these brokers and these builders will get over on you. And she's in Virginia, so 9 times out of 10 it was Ryan Homes. And everybody know how predatory Ryan Homes is and how shitty their houses are. But they caught her slacking. and she just ran out there and bought a house just to say, I got a house. I'm an independent, strong black woman, and I'm doing my thing. Like, come on, bro. But here's some advice. All right. And I was lucky enough to be able to learn this from people that I talked to. And I've talked about this, you know, how I talked to, you know, I wasn't too prideful to seek out information, right? And ask people questions who knew more than me. If you're getting a new build house, specifically a new build house, when you go in there and you're adding shit to this house, you only want to add things that are going to add actual value to your home. So extra bedrooms, extra bathrooms, things like a basement or an attic, a third floor, a three-car garage instead of a two, side loading car garages. If you want to add like a covered porch in the backyard, like those are structural things that are actually going to probably add more value to your home. Even with flooring, okay, you don't want vinyl, we're going to get real wood, you know what I'm saying? So those are things that are adding value to your home. Light fixtures aren't adding value to your home. Bookcases are not adding value. Built-in cabinets and shit, that's not adding value to your home. You know, recessed lighting and that's not adding value, true value to your home. Those are just aesthetic things, you know, doorknobs and lights and all of that stupid shit, barn doors. That's not really adding true value to your home. It's just adding to the price of the cost of the house, right? That's how they get you. They want to make you feel like you're an agent, and they're upset. Oh, girl, yes, this is you, girl. They do that, right? But it's not adding actual value. See, but when you add all of this shit, and you can also outprice yourself out of your neighborhood, right? So if you go in there and you add $150,000 of additions and shit like that, and your neighborhood hasn't caught up to that price, it may take 3, 4, 5 years, even if the value of that neighborhood has the trajectory to go up there. It's just a projection. It could be a while before the equity catches up with what you built. So you can price yourself out of your own neighborhood by adding all of that shit to your house. And if this is your first house, you don't want to build your first house like it's your second house. Okay? You don't want to do that because then you get caught up. But these are just kind of small things that, you know, a lot of us don't know. And then too many people go out, especially us, go out there and just do shit just to say we did shit, and then we caught up with our ass out because we can't afford it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you end up house poor. So yeah, just wanted to share that. Hopefully it helps somebody. So everybody's house poor, according to people on the internet. Now, I stitched a young lady who was just bragging like 2 months ago about how she don't need no man because, you know, she got her own house. It's 3,000 square feet. Whoop whoop. It's mine. I don't need no man because if you can't take all this and pay for all my shit, I don't need you because I do it by myself. Just her and her daughter. But basically, she went out and now she talking about she can't afford it. She's house poor. And I guarantee you, she went out, got a new build house. They beat her over the head and they told her her mortgage was one thing and
Man, very good. Okay. Listen, I'm sitting here, and this is ironic, guys. I'm letting you know. It's so ironic. They call me, my kids and everything, they call me downstairs and they like, the sink is leaking. See, listen, the sink is leaking. So, I mean, it's a simple fix, but listen, if I didn't know what I was doing, gotta call people here and there and wait. Hell no, we ain't doing that. Had an asset yesterday. What? Wait, what? I don't need no dependent. Wait, what?
Yo, honestly, fuck this housing market. Because what do you mean you bought this house for $200K 20 years ago, lived in it for 20 years, and now you want to sell it back to me for $500 to $600K? Like it's brand fucking new? Like it's better than when you bought it? Is that everyone's just cool with this? I don't understand. Yo,
the housing market ain't used to be how it is, man.
I just became a first time homeowner about 3 months ago and I'm already house poor. Let me tell you how. Now, before you guys jump down my throat, I want to say I completely do not regret my decision. I love my house. Buying my house has been the best blessing ever. I don't regret it. I will do it the same way 10 times over.
Facts. Facts, Tofu. Facts.
But let me see here.
Also, if you just joined the live, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. The reason why I tell you guys to like, so I can push it out to the algorithm, so everybody else can chime in also, guys.
Explain to you how to be better than me. Before I even purchased my house, I already knew I was going to be house poor. Well, I call it paycheck to paycheck before I even closed. I knew that because when I purchased my home, I pretty much went through all my savings to purchase.
You say not facts? Why you say that? I mean, you can't listen. In my opinion, I can't do nothing about it unless, like, wait, is it the comment that I said, like, or was this about the video that I missed? Oh. Okay, it's about the video. Okay. I probably missed some. Let me see, because I'm thinking Tofu probably saying something else
3 months ago,
but
and I'm
let's see.
already house poor. I just became a first time homeowner about 3 months ago, and I'm already house poor. Let me tell you how. Now, before you guys jump down my throat, I want to say I completely do not regret my decision. I love my house. Buying my house has been the best blessing ever. I don't regret it. I will do it the same way 10 times over. But
Listen. Listen. If you went in without the game plan of knowing what you, like, if you went in and you house poor already, that's a you problem. Because ain't nobody told you to find out it's no home. Like, I don't know why people be so I think what it is, we be so quick in a rush to get our own, to leave our family members, leave our parents, get up out our parents' house, and we soon we'll find out that, bro, this is not what it is. You spending all that money, and soon as that check hit in your bank account, that money gone. Bills, rent, light bill, water bill, food, gas. Listen, that's a because she ain't she ain't had to finance a home. She could have been renting somewhere.
let me sit here and explain to you how to be better than me. Before I even purchased my house, I already knew I was going to be house poor. Well, I call
What the fuck?
it paycheck to paycheck before I even closed. I knew that because when I purchased my home, I pretty much went through all my savings to purchase the home. And then I knew I was going to have to buy furniture, set up services, and do a few things when I first moved in. And I knew that was going to take a bulk of what I saved up. But to be honest, I'm actually paying less than what I would pay if I was renting. My mortgage is less than $2,000. And in the area for me to rent out kind of the same exact space that I have now, I'll be paying damn well over $2,000. I totally understand that when something happens, it's totally on me as the homeowner, but I'd rather be building equity than paying rent and building equity for someone else and I'm not getting any return. And also,
But the thing is, a lot of people miss, like, they'll leave this out. Like, some people, they'll get inside that home and they'll start using these credit cards to get furniture and stuff. They'll start using credit cards. They'll get themselves into debt. They got out of debt just so they can get the loan, right? The home loan, to be able to get approved and everything. And of course, we already know, like, you ain't got to be all the way out of debt to get approved to get a home. But your debt to income, she did it enough just to be able to make, her bills, and the bank could be like, well, the lender could be like, well, she make enough. She can afford this, right? But what about the extra stuff? The extra stuff is what's going to hit her upside that head. She ain't going to be ready for that. She doesn't need a 2,000. Well, she said a little bit up under, but the thing is, if something drastic was to come, is she going to be prepared for that at the end of the day? You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people they under assumption like, okay, I got this home, I can build equity, but sometimes 9 times out of 10, it's hard to sell a home. Like I just talked to a guy, and that's the story that I was finna tell you guys. I was talking to a guy a couple days ago, and he's literally got 90,000 left on his home loan, on his mortgage. And he was like, yeah, man, I think I'm gonna sell it, and then I'm gonna sell it, and then I'm gonna get the cash, and then I'm gonna get another house. Then I'm like, dude, bro, 90,000, you right around the corner. You gonna put yourself right back into debt. Like, I get it. I understand that you're trying to make the money off the equity and everything, but it's like, bro, long term, like you ain't thinking long term. Like, okay, this house paid for, build no equity, she losing money to credit cards. Facts.
I can literally just knock down a wall if I want to. I don't have to go through anybody. I can paint when I want, decorate what I want. It's mine. I wanted a place for my own. I wanted to build a foundation for my kids. And I know that
a lot of people don't understand. Sometimes you get equity depending on the circumstances, but equity don't build till later on down the line. Equity ain't building till like 7 years, 8 years down the line. Unless you end up getting a home that's new construction. Even with new construction, that's still equity is bullshit. Cole, when you can't afford a 50K emergency repair. I'm gonna let the video play on that one.
the money that I'm making now, I'm gonna be making more money later on. I'm not advising anyone to just buy a home and then move in that home and then be living paycheck to paycheck. But if you think about it, a lot of us are living paycheck to paycheck and we're renting and we're not getting anything for it. But that's
what you got against new construction.
Is my perspective. I'm definitely not urging anyone to go buy a home if you can't afford it. My number one advice to anybody actually about to start the home buying process is save a lot more. You're going to spend a lot of money after closing. So I would encourage anybody just to have a significant amount of savings because you never know what will happen. And that is definitely something that I wish I would have done. But again, don't regret my decision. I will do this 10 times, a million times over.
Oh man, I bought the house I needed, not the house I wanted. Facts. You listen, Derek, you got to go with that. Got to go that way. That route will save you in the future. Like, so serious. I don't want any other. Listen, having that shiny eye syndrome, just because you like, oh man, okay, this house is outdated, and you only stayed in there for 10 years, you can always fix up on the house, remodel. Like, what's wrong with remodeling the home that you already stay in? Make it your castle, the dream home. Build up on it. Our people are so ignorant about buying houses. What you do?
So definitely leave in the comments. What do you prefer, renting, or would you take that leap and buy, even though you may
pay extra on principle? If you trying to crush it, facts, Chevy. Welcome to the live too, Chevy.
I think you can afford it. Follow and like for more as I continue to share my journey. Bye.
Why is everybody telling me that they cannot get a job in 2026? This has got to be the hardest job market for young people trying to start their career. I cannot stress this enough.
We touching on the job market. I'm building a log cabin the way my ancestors did when they first got here. In the 1700s? Yo. Ooh. You rebuild, value increase. Facts. Not all the time though. I just thought about it just hit me. Not all the time. Just because you rebuild, that don't mean the comps like in that area might not go up. It just might not. I'm gonna get on social media talking about what we went. And then social media to find out how to buy a house. I think when you're going to buy a house, it's not going off of emotions. Like if you're going off of emotion to buy a house, this is the biggest purchase that you're gonna ever make. That in student loans, getting in student loan debt is crazy. But if we just speaking just on buying a house, if you're in your feelings about buying a house and you're like, I can't settle for this one. So we're gonna get the house that's like 600,000. And now you like, damn, regretting it. It's basically because you went off of emotions. In my eyes, I don't know. Like going off of emotion and buying things that impulsive, is not smart. Same as buying a car. Facts. But at least with the car, and I'm saying this because I done got out of car notes, like car loans and all that. That's easy. Like you like that's not life. It literally 72 years, but I mean 72 months. Over speaking, guys, my bad. 72 months, you can get out of that. Right? You can get out of that. But if you get out of that, don't, because you got people that lease cars. Like they'll lease it and then get in another car, get in another car, get in another car, get in another car. With buying a house, like unless you own some, I'm finna buy this house, Airbnb, and that's a risk. You finna do a shelter. You finna build a business with buying this house. You got a business mindset, like an idea. It's gonna work, right? But you said lease a house. That's the same as rent, right? Are we including Gold Grill? Gold Grill? People be leasing, financing gold. Yeah. You might, now when I'm sitting back and think, you can finance a Gold Grill. Gold Grills, man, that's wild.
You have to go to university, but only if it's worth the debt. You have to make sure you choose the right degree, because if you choose the wrong degree, you're going to spend the next 30,000 years paying off a £50,000 student loan, which is now £100,000 because of interest. But realistically, how should you have known what you were doing when you were 17, when you were supposed to be running out the rest of your life? When you go to university, make sure you get good grades, because good grades is what are going to get you a good job. But realistically, people don't really care about grades anymore. They care about your experience. So make sure that you get experience, because you cannot get a job without experience. But if you can't get a job without experience, then how are you supposed to get experience in the first place? So someone explain that one to me. Write a personalised cover letter for every single application you make, because if you don't, then they don't think that you...
You say it feels good. Not listen. Everybody in my family, I don't know nobody that got a house like in their name that never financed. Listen, probably my uncle. And when I'm finna say this is finance a car. Yeah, I seen him finance a car. Okay, a car, right? But financing a house, I never seen it. Wasn't taught. It's not an excuse, right? But I understood it to the point where it's like, I think for them, it just was like, nah, we just rent. It's cool renting. I don't think they really cared to want to know about like generational wealth and paying off a home if they could, which I feel like they could, but it just wasn't their thing. I'm looking at it now like eventually I'm gonna end up financing a home. I know I am, but I'm not gonna be I'm not gonna be dumb about the decision I make. Like I'm not gonna be definitely not emotional. I'm not gonna be emotional to the point where I'm buying a house that I know I can't afford. That's stupid. Like why would I want to be house poor? Like that's our education system failing us. Facts. Really, truth be told, I agree with you. And I agree to disagree. Like I agree with you on that, but at the same time, it's in the home first. Like it comes from the parents. Like the parents is the first teacher and it ain't got to be your actual mama, father, it ain't got to be that. It could be whoever that's raising you at the end of the day. The parents is the first teachers. Like they gonna be the ones that can teach you. But if they don't know nothing, how the hell you think you gonna be able to navigate through this world? You gonna find out late. You gonna find out certain things later on down the line versus 18 knowing about credit, knowing about houses, financing, knowing about saving, knowing about how to put money into stocks. It's crazy. Vets, if you need help, call 988 and fight for your right to live. Wait, what's going on? You have fought for our reason. Okay. I had to check your name out, Veteran in Christ. I appreciate that. I had to check your name. I was like, wait, what is going on? I just read instantly. They can help you. That's facts. Bro, I have to teach E1 how to line up. Listen, that's a parent problem. Like that's a parent problem. If not, I will. Okay. Yeah, that's a parent problem. That's not no it's not no teacher problem. Like, even for you to be like, I'm gonna teach, that's no, like doing laundry. You don't know how to do it. If you don't know how to do your laundry, listen, do you know how to wash your ass? like I'm serious. Like,
you're probably not going to get the job, but realistically you're not actually ever going to get the job anyway, because it's Jim Bob's son, who's always been set up for the job because he's a nepo baby and he's born into it, so he's absolutely fine. You need to use AI because everybody else is using AI, but don't rely on it, because your employers can tell that you're reliant on it, which is bad. But if they can't tell that you're reliant on it, then well done, you've cheated the system. You have to build your network, attend events. Don't try too hard, because nobody likes to try hard. Volunteer, get an internship, start a side hustle. Why don't we just start an electrolyte brand, because everybody else is? Run a fucking marathon, run an ultra marathon, run a backyard, do an Ironman, high rocks, walk 10,000 steps a day. Be adaptable, be resilient, be commercially aware, be emotionally available, be a leader, but don't forget to always be a team player. Be confident, but don't be arrogant. Be ambitious, but always remember where you came from. Work harder than you've ever worked before, but don't burn out, because burnout is for losers. And protect your mental health, but don't pull the mental health card, because that's a weakness.
yeah, she's venting. She's venting. It was about the job market. She's trying to get some stuff off her chest, basically saying what we should be doing, what we shouldn't do, what we should be doing. And I understand where she's coming from. People need to discipline their dog. Listen, that is true. I agree with you. I agree.
Hey, can I get a decent job? Well, let's see.
Hold on.
Fuckers who think I'm not trying at all. My sister can get a fucking job at a temp agency, but when I go to get apply for the same exact job, they tell me I gotta wait, or the spot has already been filled. Like, this shit hard, gang. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, this shit is a job, finding a job. I can't even get a simple fucking grocery store job. Like, gang, like, come on, bro. Like,
I never heard that. That's a first. It's a job, finding a job.
And then family members and motherfuckers want to look at me crazy for not having a job and not making no money and helping around the house. Look at the fucking economy, bro. Like, I'm not the only one who dealing with this shit. Even with the background that I got, motherfuckers still not gonna hire me, gang. I don't know what the fuck to do. And if you feel that type of way, why don't you go find a job for me? Hook me up with a job. The fuck? Yeah, I can go hustle and shit, but hustling can only get you so far. Like, you can't hustle without the money.
That's facts. Listen, you can't get Wait, man. Oh man. Hold on, guys. Hold on, man. That's crazy, man. You say you can't get high on your own supply. Let's see, man. What is going on?
I mean, I don't know the rules. Like, no, seriously. Can somebody please explain to me what is the actual benefit of owning a home in 2026?
You say, wait. Hustlers are broke. Listen, the streets is dead. I don't know why people listen. The streets is dead unless you know you really want to risk it. Be my guest, but it's just coming with it comes with too much. Like, don't y'all know you going to jail for like just a couple of grams of weed? Like just a couple. Like they making that shit to the point where, bruh, we're gonna give you about 5 years, 10 years. Man, listen, you might as well should have just went all out and robbed the bank. Listen, and I don't condone the violence. I don't condone none of that ignorant stuff, but I'm just saying, listen, what I'm saying is, if it ain't the same no more, you're gonna be in the streets, and guess what? You're gonna be hustling backwards. You're gonna be hustling backwards. He said his tattoos and attitude have nothing to do with him. Yeah, he said it was a job, trying to find a job. Like, it's hard.
Because I'm not seeing it. I don't see. I mean, I just need to know, like, what's the benefit of owning? What's the difference between owning a home or paying a mortgage and paying the rent? Because I don't feel like you're ever going to own that home unless you buy the land and build a house on the land, right?
Which is way more expensive. God damn, I can't even get my word out. Expensive. Way more. But I'll let them finish.
Always have to pay property taxes. If you don't pay those property taxes, they're going to come take that house, even if it is paid for, right? Paid off, paid for, whatever. Also, and I also want to talk to the people that make below 75,000. I don't want to talk to people that make 100 million, whatever. We want to talk to regular people that go to work every day like me and you let's just say you're a single person with no children, you've never been married or divorced, single person, no kids, no married, no divorce. What would benefit that person to get a home, a 3-bedroom home, two bathroom, two car garage, just a regular house? Why would they benefit more than paying $2,000 in rent instead of paying $3,000 in a mortgage? Y'all just let me know what's up, because I'm not seeing it. I know everybody say tax benefit, but
what's up, Viking? It ain't no lie. We finally landed a house since last we spoke. Congrats. We needed the pay stub from my wife to finalize it. We told them we needed 2 months ago. They still ain't got them. We told her boss. You have it. Oh my God. God damn. Damn, Viking. House paid off?
We don't make enough to get the tax benefit. Like, we barely got enough to pay the damn mortgage, let alone you can't have a car payment, or you better not have a car payment when you have a $3,000 mortgage, because at that point you're making 6 figures at that point. I'm talking about the regular people who ain't rich, who don't be splurging all the time, who just a regular blue collar working. You know what I'm saying? Like, what would be the benefit of a single person with no children getting a home? And because what I'm finding out is most people don't even pay their house off, which I didn't know, because they refinance it or take out a HELOC or borrow against it or whatever the situation. So I'm just trying. I mean, I know you can say it's yours, but at the end of the day, is it though? I mean, I don't know the rule.
That's crazy. It is, but that's crazy. Everything is by design. I'm a veteran myself. The thing our eyes endure, you would realize material stuff. Yep. It don't matter. Now we're going to be paying until oh man. So shit blocking me since I was 21. Listen, 68. I mean, you knowing it's gonna be paid off. That's all that matter. Materialistic shit, it doesn't matter. It doesn't. But it all comes with what you trying to do. Like, if you leaving it, excuse me, it's this drink got me burping and stuff. Jeez, excuse me. If you leaving it for your family, kids and stuff like that, then that's totally different. But if you single, like how you said, I mean, You got options to move around, just pay it off. Refinance, but good luck. True. He's talking about taxes. You know, I don't take 15 off your taxes annually. Texas give you 100% tax. Listen, facts. That's true. That is true. But everybody, that everyday, like people that's not a veteran they ain't getting that benefit. They even have to pay taxes.
Thank you for calling Zillow. How can I help you?
Yes, how you doing? I'm looking into purchasing a 3-bedroom house.
Alrighty, what's your budget?
300,000.
You would have grew up with that too. Thank you.
So do you own it 100%? Not at all. Listen, not at all. If you got property taxes, you don't own it. You let you pass away and somebody can't make that payment and you ain't got your finances. And I ain't talking about just money. I'm talking about your estate planning. I'm talking about all that. You ain't got none of that in order. Yeah, they taking that bad boy. They taking it clean right up off you. I got music in there. I'm sorry. Yeah, that HOA is crazy.
People talk about the working poor. I mean, being house poor. What about the working poor? We're the working poor. I work 40 hours a week, 80 hours every 2 weeks for my check to still not even be in.
Hold on. Hell no. Do y'all hear that engine? Y'all listen. Look at the car. Look at the car. You can't really see the outside, but I know what type of car that is. Just look at it. And you talking about working poor? Y'all hear that?
People talk about the working poor. I mean, being house poor. What about the working poor? We're the working poor.
That's good.
I work 40 hours a week, 80 hours every 2 weeks for my check to still not even be enough to cover my fucking rent. Rent payments are the amount of fucking mortgage payments in the state I live in. I live in Maryland. The tags and titles for 2-year stickers are $300 to $400. Besides groceries, everything else that then went up in price.
Facts. Don't let it be the new. We talking about a band just for the car note. It's crazy. It's a car that she does it. Do you hear that? Listen, with a kid in the back. I don't even listen. Knowing that I would love to get one, it ain't worth it. I got 3 kids. Man, listen, I'll be that soccer dad for right now until they grow up. Pulling up. It is what it is. I'm being real. You listen. Until you can get to where you know you can have it like that. Because if she had it like that, she ain't gonna be online talking about the working poor. A Hellcat? That's just, even if it was just a Mustang, which she got 2 down. That's a Hellcat for sure. Yeah, wide body, scat pack, SRT. Like, bruh, what are you talking about? Working what?
Gas, all that shit. Like, I am the fucking working poor. I work to be poor. To be fucking poor. I'm so irritated right now because I've been holding on.
I'm sorry for that I keep stopping, but you listen, you ain't 23% APR. That's not just 1K. No, for 10 years. Listen, and you know you do loans, so you good with APR numbers and stuff, multiplying and all that, dividing it by the year to get it by the weekly, by the daily. That interest is going crazy. It's going crazy. APR on that. Listen, they told her, look, How much one cost? Like, let's be real. Brand new off the lot or just used? Let's go use. Let's go use. 45, 50,000. That's I'm being generous. I'm being nice. Being like so serious. 40 to 50,000. Facts. I mean, you went overboard. I know. I catch your drift. I really do. I catch it. Like 800K. Yeah, a 50K just went to 100K easily. Use Honda Accord. Yeah, 2018 going for it. 19K. I can believe it. I can believe it. That's wild. That is wow. I didn't buy mine. I use okay, Chevy Malibu 21K. I want y'all to understand this though. It's always ways to get up out of your circumstances and your situation. It's always ways. You just got to sit down and put a pencil down and try to map everything out. You know, it's how you leverage things. If you got a 23, a 30, 40% APR, listen, you might, if your credit good enough, and it's just a tip. I ain't telling none of y'all to go do this. I ain't no, let me sit up. I ain't no financial guru. I ain't none of that. Listen, I'm just, this is something that I done before, and I'm just telling y'all from my experience. So I ain't telling none of y'all to go do what I'm finna tell y'all, right? But if you at 30%, let's just say 20, about 30%, 29, 30% on a car, you need to get you a personal loan. You know, with an APR that's like at 11%, 14%, 15%. You saving on the life. You already in debt. You can't listen. All you doing is rolling over debt to the next debt, but you saving on the interest. 29% interest on a car that's 50,000 is crazy. Credit, listen, credit not good, but let's just say they was getting their credit right. Because a lot of people don't understand it, that you making your bills, paying your bills on time, and then you up your income, but you still in debt. But you did side hustles. You had probably a pay raise. You upped your income. You done paid some things off. You don't realize that you could get a personal loan. A lot of people don't know. Listen, when you working and you don't know what you don't know. So when you working every day and you ain't trying to learn stuff, you know, this gonna go over your head. It's gonna go over your head. But I get what you saying, SS. Yeah, credit not good for 21%. For sure not. But that's I'm gonna let her finish. But I'm just in my mind just thinking like, yo, that's crazy.
On to this last little $40 I have until I get paid tomorrow. Promised my son that I would take
1.8 is good. 1.8 is, I mean, damn, that's if that's legit. I never seen it that low, but if so, that's good. And what you going through Navy Federal is even way more like better. A lot of people don't understand that though. A lot of people will go to the dealership and let the dealership hit their credit. And then now they done got about 10 inquiries on their credit, and now their credit score drop versus just going with your lane. A lot of people don't know that though. Yeah, Navy Federal is literally is good.
Take him to McDonald's today with his little tooth fairy money. And I know I gotta go get August some nuggets because he ran out today. His lunch nuggets, that was the last of it. I'm like, all right, I got this little 40.
Derek, did they just stop that? What did I miss? When? Since when? When they stopped doing that? Because look, think about it. It's a bank product. Banks want to make money. They want to make money off our interest. if they gave you, even if it's a little of interest, they would give you, you know, a personal loan for 5,000, and that 5,000 they make out of that life of that loan probably like, you know, 2,000, 3,000 off you, about 7,000, 8,000. If they can make that off you just by lending you money, they won. They won. It was a special time. No, I'm pretty sure they still do that because it's a product. It's their product. Yeah, a bank gonna do that. Listen, bank, the number one business out here that's making money secretly, quietly, that people don't even just really sit back and think, like, it's the banks. The banks is making all the money. We lending you other people money, and you paying us interest off of the money that we lend you, and you bank with us. You got to save. We know how much money you got going in. We know how much money you got going out. Okay, even if you don't bank with us, you use another bank. Okay, we lending you money. It's crazy.
$3. I check my account before I fucking left, before I leave the house to make sure. And I even got a new debit card for this account, so nothing can withdraw it. Yo, Apple snatched $27 out my account. Like, I'm so fucking irritated that I have to live paycheck to paycheck and work every fucking day to have nothing. Absolutely nothing, yo. Like, this supposed to be a democracy and the people vote for what they want, but it's like with America, it's always someone versus someone. The government versus the people. Republicans versus Democrats. Black versus white. Why isn't it a system where everybody in America, it's not labeled Republicans or Democrats, and we all vote for either this president or that president? Like, why does it have to be Republicans win or you know, like, we're all fucking struggling. Republicans, Democrats, we're all fucking the working poor. We're all fucking house poor. We're all fucking poor. I'm fucking sick of it. Luckily, I had a little bit of change left in my savings account so I can transfer, but damn, that ain't nothing. $14. Literally the fucking working poor. This is the worst time to be a fucking adult.
No, this been the worst time. Listen, this been going on since whenever we've been paying taxes. This is nothing new. This is nothing new. I don't care what nobody say. Generation. Listen, yeah, right, Tofu. It's America. Even in the 60s, a lot of people be like, man, the rent wasn't that much in the 60s. Listen, okay, that might be true, but jobs was not paying like how they paying now. So you was in a market, you was in a job market where, guess what? You probably making like what, $4, $5 an hour, $3 an hour. So it wasn't paying like how they paying now, and it's still really, truth be told, ain't paying. Depending on what you're doing, use Navy Federal. For recent in the day, closing on 360 house. Nothing out of pocket. Okay.
I fucking hate it.
She still got this car running though, man. That gas. I'm thinking about, because I know I put about 50 in my tank. That gas going crazy in that Hellcat.
I fucking hate it. I don't even buy myself food because I just want to make sure I got enough money in my account just in case.
I wish it was the 1980s money. Shoot, listen, I'm talking about, I ain't talking about what you, I know what you talking about. I'm talking about 1980s. Crack money. That's what I'm talking about. No. And I feel bad. No, serious. I'm being funny right now, but serious. Like, nah, I get what you're saying. Like 1980s money. Yeah, it is.
Just in case I need to restock on something for them. I've been eating fucking cup of noodles for the last 2 weeks.
It's a cup of noodles.
I'm fucking irritated. This shit is fucking sickening.
Mm.
The inflation is fucking sickening. Republicans versus Democrats is fucking sickening. Black versus white is fucking sickening.
I wish.
The fatigue is sickening.
That's tough.
All of this shit is
$80 in the bank was devastating. Man, guys, listen. Everybody that's new to the live, and I'm gonna let the video finish. Everybody that's new to the live, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And the reason why I'm telling you guys to like is because look, it's gonna push it out to the algorithm. YouTube got this weird thing what it do. Once you like the video, it's pushing it out to everybody else so they could chime in too. Also, if you're brand new, subscribe to the channel.
Sickening.
She ain't wrong. She ain't wrong.
Hot take, but buying a house in 2026 is not a smart idea. And no, I'm not saying that because I'm a realtor. As a matter of fact,
you got that music in the background, guys.
So I'm selling my house and I'm going back to renting. I am here to just share some things that I didn't know as a first-time home buyer. I'm sure that there are other people out there who did not.
Listen, man, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, man. Thank you, man. Thank you. I had to ask. If I had 6 figures surplus in savings, surplus, 20K in CC debt. Should I use my savings to pay off the entire debt, or should I just make large monthly payments with my 100% VA? Okay. If I have a 6-figure surplus in savings, but 20K in CC, and I had to make sure I'm reading this right. Should I use my savings to pay off my entire debt? I mean, you got 6 figures in there, right? I mean, you could do it. You are going places. you could finagle that. I mean, because think about it like this. You could go both ways. You got a 6-figure surplus in your bank account, right? 20K is not bad. Like that's manageable debt. Like that's not, bro. Did I not say we'll go over numbers? Bump that. You got 20K, right? If this is legit, what is your APR? Tell me your APR, and we're gonna break this down together. Yeah. I just want to keep my savings for unexpected. So, okay, tell me your APR. No, put 6 and invest, lower your interest rate. I mean, it's several different factors that he could actually go by. But knowing that APR on that credit card is everything. Without knowing that APR, if you don't know it and you just like, all right, I'm making that minimum payment, listen, bro, you'll be paying that credit card off for like 5 years, damn near. But you got the money to just pay it off. Or you can make huge chunks, like how you said. But you gotta know exactly how much money is going towards the interest and how much money is going towards the principal. Like if you don't know that, what the fuck? All right, man, we finna bring out the whiteboard, man. Listen, we bringing out the whiteboard, man. So look. God, listen, this is already something I've been looking at. So look, hold on. We're bringing out the whiteboard, man. So you said an APR of 28% on 20,000, right? Let's see. So APR, and y'all probably can't see this, right? And excuse my handwriting. 20K right? And APR, and I just put that twice, so don't mind that. If you see APR twice, don't mind that. APR at 28%, right? So how you'll get that number? You got to times 20,000 times 28%, right? And that's how much interest they making off of you. So how can I do this? Because right now my phone, I'm using my phone to record. If you got a calculator right now, right? You got a calculator. My Amex went from 9.99 to, oh shit. What? Okay. So look, I need you to do me a favor. Where is that? Okay, my APR is 28%. King, this is what I need you to do. I need you to multiply 20,000 times 28% and tell me exactly what it is. He said, crazy. Why you say that? He said, frying me. Listen, I said I was bringing out the whiteboard anyways. This is something I already been paying attention and been looking at. I've been doing this for me because I want to learn more about personal finances and everything. So this is something, I know it's crazy that we talking about this right now. I always pay off all cards every month. Facts. But King, if you still in the live right now, because I ain't got no, matter of fact, you ain't even got to do it. I'm going to tell you 20K times 28%. That's $5,600. That's $5,600 a year. That's $5,600, right? Facts. That's $5,600 a year that you'll be paying in interest so think about it. If you making the minimum payment, you're paying $5,600 every fucking year, right? So with that 100K or six figures lump sum, you got two ways that you could do this. You could either, I know you said you don't want to pay you don't want to take your, and I don't listen, I agree with you. Don't take all that money and just throw it on the credit card. That's crazy. If you make extra payments, right? And I'm gonna break this down a little bit more, but if you make extra payments versus making that minimum payment, like it's gonna offset the interest. So how can I say this? I got 5,600 interest, yeah, in expense. Okay. So I'm gonna break it down even more. Right? So we're gonna take that 56, right? Hold on. I'm gonna tell you exactly 5,600. And I'm gonna tell you how much money you paying in daily interest and everything. Watch this. Hold on, guys. I can't even divided by 12. So, hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to get this computer right. So, that can't. 5,600 divided by 52 weeks. So look, 52 weeks. We all know that's. Hey, Mike, what's up, Fantasy? I'm making extra payments right now. That's good. So 5,600 divided by 52 weeks is $106, bro, in a year. Yo, that APR is crazy on that 20,000. So, all right, even more. I want to know this on that 20K, right? What is the minimum payment that you got to make every month? That 28% is going wow. I ain't gonna lie to you. Cause in 52 weeks, that's $107, bro. If we divide 5,600 by 12 months, man, that's crazy. 416? Where we at? 416? Yeah, 416 is 4 different credit cards. Oh, okay. It's so it's not just one credit card. Okay, you worded it all the way wrong, dude. you worded it all the way wrong. Are you saying one credit card, or are you saying like it's 4 different credit cards? Like which one? Because if it's 4 different credit cards, is all of them at 28%? Yeah. Listen, I got that number. I had that number too, 466. Because all it is a formula. You'll be able to get your daily interest, and you'll be able to get your weekly interest. You'll be able to get the monthly. And of course, we just did the yearly right here. 20 times 28 is 4 different credit cards that total. Oh, okay. But saying it like that now, is that the APR? Because APR is totally different on different the amounts that you owe. It's not just one APR. They got different rates for different credit cards depending on when you apply for it and everything. But if all of them is 28%, bro, you need to pay that shit off quick. Like don't sit there and play with it. Like 350 minimum. Yeah. I mean, you got an option though. Some people ain't got that option, bro. You could make extra payments. Think about, always remember this too. That 350 minimum. That 350 minimum, and I can't give you the actual number. I'm not even gonna go by that number because it wouldn't make sense. Because it's on 4 different cards. So we had to do that separately. But that 350 minimum is probably at least out of that 350, 190, damn near $200 is going towards interest, bro. Go to a credit union, refinance. He could call it in and see if he could get a deduction, on his interest rate. So you can call that in and see if they will allow that, but sometimes they might not, and that goes based on how you've been making them payments too. If you've been missing payments and stuff, oh yeah, they might not do that. A reduction rate on 11K limit. Okay, so you got them spread it out. I mean 11K. Yeah, that's doable. I paid 1K out. So okay, you only at 10. If that, baby steps. Hey, listen, it's Dave Ramsey method is cool. Listen, I take a little bit from everybody. Dave Ramsey, you got the avalanche method. Not gonna say avalanche. The avalanche method. You got it's all different methods, bro. But if you got the means and the money, pay that off. And then put that same money that you was already, once you pay it off, put that same money back into your savings. Reduce an extra loan. A what? GF loan. reduce what you gotta type that back over, bro. Are you saying my ex? Girlfriend loan from 20% to 2. Yeah, you gotta let me know what you mean on that. But King, don't let Caleb Hammer hear about this. But you got listen, you definitely got it, bro. I think you threw me off when you said 4. Like if you only said just that one, that literally easy, you could be able to pay that off quick. You know, you said you throw your whole VA at that. I mean, well, half of your VA. That's still not bad. Car note. That's good. That's good. That's hella good. 20% is crazy though. It's crazy. But there's a lot of stuff that we just don't know about, bro. That interest is where it's gonna have you by your, have you by your throat. Listen, that interest ain't no joke. Even you making small payments, extra payments, it's working, but at the same time, bro, the life of the loan, they making money, bro. To pay the CC payment. Okay. But see, and I'm gonna say this too, King. You gotta understand, okay, knowing your numbers, you gotta know exactly what you paying, because them extra payments will make sense, but you don't want to have you buy your nipples. Facts. You don't want to make them extra payments and then now you dibbling back into your savings and stuff like that. So it gotta make sense. It gotta make sense to you, depending on your financial situation that you're going through. But if you know your numbers, you know what's coming in and what's going out, like how much you pay for rent, how much you pay for gas, lights, water, all that, food, going out. If you know all that, you just need a budget and put yourself down and just understand where your money's going, how much money you got left over in cash flow. Even though I know you said you putting half of that on the credit card. That's good. That's good. Now, when you say that, is it half separated, 1,800 and more? Oh yeah, that's not bad. Is it now when you say half? Are you putting it and you putting the extra payments? So wait, you gotta be making them. Are you making the minimum payments and you putting extra, or like towards all your cards, or just towards just one card? No friends, no money left over. If I want a house for you, for the family. Yeah, it just all depends, bro. He said, I just keep my ass at home. Listen, what I'm gonna do tomorrow, we're gonna have more classes like this, for real. Like more videos that we're gonna react to like this, and then we're gonna hit this whiteboard. What I'm gonna do tomorrow, when we go live, I'm gonna charge my other phone up because I need that calculator. I'm not no mathematician, so I'm not gonna sit here and just be like, I'm shoot out numbers and just say no. I want to write it on this damn board and look at my phone to give you numbers, because interest is killing us, bro. Like, I hope y'all understand that. Like, interest occurs every day. If you ain't paying attention, look, if you had that 20K card, right? Let's just say hypothetically, you just had a 20K card, right? At an APR at 28%, like how you said. That daily interest will be down there like $15 a day. $20 a day, right? I'm hypothetically speaking, but I know $20 a day, 7 days out the week, it's 140. 140 plus 140 plus 140 plus 140, that's all in interest. Then you still got to make that fuck. He said, where's my blunt? I'm locked in at 3%, 30-year fixed rate mortgage. Oh no, you good. The house, I'll get all the credit card debt out the way. Like how I think Tofu or Green Sage said it. The Dave Ramsey method. It won't hurt, bro. Like I pay about 100 and 200 extra on top of the minimum payment. So if I was you, just focus on one card. Get that one card out the way. He said, I regret living like the Joneses. Hey, listen, it's nothing. Look, I think it's once you learn and figure out like where your money going, you still got time to bounce back. You know, depending on the type of debt. Shit, let me say that because some people, we might be, some people be so far along in debt that it's no way coming out of that motherfucker. Like you gonna have to damn near go bankrupt. Like listen, you're gonna have to file. Listen, and some things you're gonna have to just, but even with that, you can bounce back from that too. It's people that go bankrupt. Listen, Dave Ramsey did it. Just paid off one credit card. Facts. Do that. One credit card at a time. Don't throw all extra payments on each card. I mean, focus on one. I mean, even though you could do that, but focusing on one credit card at a time, you're gonna knock that out. Then you're gonna think about it like this. You pay that credit card off, that money that you was putting down towards that minimum payment, you put down, so you was already throwing extra payments, extra money on that one credit card. You had to pay your minimum payment. So now put that extra money from the minimum payment towards the next card. So let's just say, like how you said, one card is $350. Put that $350 on the next card and put the extra payments on that card as well. And then you're going to see that shit just go, you going up. You're knocking that shit out the way. Knocking that out the way. Knocking it out the way. I'm locked in at 3% from 2020 in Georgia. Whoo! That's good. That's good, bro. I'm no shame to admit. Man, I got 10K girl at the age of 10. And I bailed out with that. Oh, you wait. Okay. I thought you said bailed. Balled out. I had one car. I'm still negotiating to get rid of it. Debt free. Besides my house that's being paid off by my tenants. Listen. That's the way to go. So wait, with that one card, you said I'm still negotiating to get rid of it. How can you when you keep using it? That's the thing where you gotta stop using that motherfucker. You gotta listen. I know life get the life in, but listen, you gotta figure out how to make the income or make some other income where you don't have to touch that card. That card, think about it like this. A lot of people don't understand it's $5K on the CC, but I don't want to pay it. I mean, if you ain't doing nothing with your credit or whatnot, I never tell nobody not to pay it. Shoot, because you got yourself in the debt. So, and I'm just only speaking for myself. Like, if I get myself into debt, I'm gonna pay that off. Like, I just got to take I took the money and I spent on the credit card. I got to be responsible to pay that motherfucker off. Now, I don't know your circumstance, Fantasy Islands. I don't know what if it was, I don't know. I get it. Some people might not want to pay that off, but think long term though. I don't know. I mean, it's 5,000. That ain't a lot. Ain't a lot, but you said my family keep using it. Are they you got them as authorized users or? Oh, okay. That's why you said negotiate. Facts. Okay. Well, it's a method to your madness. It ain't that you ain't just ain't paying it at all. You just trying to get a deal. It's like, listen, I get it. Listen, I get it. You said turn it off, bro. What you mean? What you mean? Oh man. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I gotta make sure these kids in the bed because look, they'll get to running around. It's 10:02. I hear them running around, so I ain't look. We finna bed. Hold on, give me 1 second, guys. Turn off the car. Don't let your fam keep. Oh yeah. That's facts. They had to goddamn tell them kids. Yeah, kids be trying to sneak and grab snacks. Listen. You ain't lied. He ain't looking. Pop online. That's true though. That's true. You said why did he get married? Oh, wait, the movie? You know they got another one coming out. Man, but serious, if you got them as authorized users, then yeah, that's probably why. But and I can't sit here and be like just cut them off all the way because I don't know your circumstance, I don't know your situation. So it's like I get it, I understand, but you don't want it to have you by your throat where you like, I can't breathe. I can't get out of this. I can't get nowhere. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that.
Have home buying 101 when they were a kid. If you are considering buying your first home or you're in the process of buying your first home, I just wanted to share some things that I
You know what? And I'm glad we touching on this topic right here. And I'm going to watch and like oh man. Really? Let's see. Oh Lord.
We maxed out, got back to our flip house, and I'm gonna be so
He said I ain't broke.
honest, I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish it. We are over maxed out on our credit cards. I'm like in $50,000 worth of credit card debt right now. When we bought this house, we got a home equity loan to have cash to help us with a down payment for another loan.
Bro, Yo, what the? Listen. This is random now. We ain't this. I didn't have this saved in my archive or anything, bro. That's crazy. Oh yeah. Listen, I wanted to react to one of his videos. Pap G. Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about. Matter of fact, I don't reacted to one of his videos. I don't reacted to one of his videos already, but I wanted to go live. It's a video that he just put out, basically saying it's not a good time to join the military. We might go live sometime this week and watch his, But yeah, I already know what you. Yeah, listen, I keep my ear to the street. Keep my ear to the streets. I hope she. Oh man, damn, 777, really? We gotta go back and hear that.
We are maxed out. Got back to our flip house, and I'm gonna be so honest, I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish it. We are over maxed out on our credit cards. I'm like in $50,000 worth of credit card debt right now. When we bought this house, we got a home equity loan to have cash to help us with a down payment for another loan for this house. That was our mistake already. And so we have 2 mortgages on our homestead, like the home that we live in. And now we also have a mortgage on the flip house. It's basically an interest only loan for 12 months. And then you either have to refinance it or have the home sold. It's a fix and flip loan. But yeah, I have 3 mortgages currently that we are paying for that amount to more than what our bills cost before we ever started this whole process.
Fantasy though. Listen, the 50K is bad, but it ain't bad like in the situation like how she just said. Like 50K in credit cards, like I mean that's bad. I ain't finna sit here and lie, but like, yo, HELOC took out a bro. What are you doing? How you get a home and then take out a HELOC for? Once again, the credit card, you can get out of that. I feel like credit card debt, even like how we spoke on the 28%, you can get out of that. It's always ways around that. You could get you could get a personal loan and you can offset the APR, right? If your credit good enough to get an APR, to get a personal loan. Some people can't get a personal loan. Plus all this other that's bad. It definitely do. It's no longer concern for your children.
We went from having about $4,000 in bills to over $9,000 in bills. And yeah, that is a lot. We are almost done on the inside. Thank God. I could sell it as is, but I know that I'm not going to make near as much money on it. We knew what we were signing up for was going to be hard and expensive and a lot, but we also just didn't realize everything that really went into it. We know that next time we're going to do our rehab funds in with the loan, so I'm not paying the mortgage for this house plus $2,000 in credit card payments a month, because that's what's really kicking our ass when we could have just, had it all lumped together. Lesson learned. Thankfully, my husband has gotten another job. He left his career that he was in for 10 years, and thankfully he's making more money than he's made, but he's also out of town, which means I don't have the help here to finish it, and it leaves me to do everything on my own, which is fine, but it takes me a longer time, and there's some things that I just need him for. And even though it's hard, I'm still going to try to finish it. And I'm not coming on here for pity. I'm not coming on here to be like, oh, woe is me. No, I chose to do this. I knew it was going to be hard.
So what is inspirational about this? Like, I mean, you ain't coming on here for pity. Listen, it sounded like a whole bunch of crying out for help. That situation sound crazy. She said, I ain't trying to look. No, I ain't crying out for no help, none of that. But listen, there's nothing inspirational about that, man. It's nothing. I'm not inspired. would you choose that situation? Oh, hey, what y'all see? Hold on, wait, listen. See, y'all need to be laying down, man. Didn't I just tell y'all that? And now y'all brushing y'all teeth. See, you see the look, they last minute stuff. They want to brush their teeth. Man, they be tripping. I apologize for my curse. No, you good. You good. Hope they renting. It sounds like they trying to sell it. She said 0% interest for a year. Whoo, whoo, whoo. I will have a sit down as a chopper with it. Slap them upside down. The Lord told me to listen. That hey, you make me. That's how I want to do my kids. Nah, man, I ain't gonna. They just need to get in that bed. I know that because they 10, 12 now. It's 10, 12.
I just wanted to let it out because I feel very fake showing all these little vlogs and stuff and not showing y'all the real side of things. Don't believe everything you see on social media. And yeah, I guess I'm gonna go fix these countertops.
So we didn't supposed to believe that what you just told us? What the fuck? Like what? I get it. I get what you're trying to say, but no.
All right, y'all, we back. We still on this debt journey. So let me tell y'all what I did last week. Last week was payday and we're still on a firm. So the last time I made a video, this was my balance.
That's a smart move.
And now, as of this week, after making my payments,
smart move.
This is my new balance. Y'all, we have gone, since we started this journey, we've gone from having 5 accounts with a firm to now 2 accounts with a firm.
How many people in the live got a firm? What's the other one? Karma. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. How many of y'all got those type of accounts? Like I don't know. Like the what is it? The pay later, leave with it now, pay later type. How many of y'all in the chat? And be honest, don't wait. Listen, I ain't trying to, make you feel no way, but I'm curious, like ain't them interest rates are super higher than just like a regular like credit card? Like I don't know. I'm just maybe I never did it. I only mess with credit cards, and if I got the cash, that's it. I ain't never really tapped into that. Heck no. Trading one type of slavery for another one.
So y'all stay tuned for the next.
Buy now, pay later. Right. Exactly. Yeah, firm. Yeah, I don't know about that though. Like facts.
This video, I will update y'all as much as I make payments and make updates. I will let y'all know.
Today is August 13th, 2026. I currently have $32 in my bank account and almost $20,000 in credit card debt. And that is really hard for me to share. It makes me very anxious, overwhelmed. It makes me feel like I am very financially irresponsible, a hot fucking mess, to be honest. But I'm making this video because I know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and I can feel like I'm just so close to financial freedom. And I want to remember what it's like to be so fucking down bad. Not because I think it's a good feeling, but it's been a really rough year financially for me. It's been a really rough last 5 years financially for me, and I'm sure most people, honestly. And it's hard to keep pushing when you just feel like you're in the trenches. But I know that it is not permanent, it is temporary. And I know that when I'm on the other side, I am going to just cherish it and appreciate it so much more because I have been struggling.
You know, I be thinking like, and I get it, like, you know, like you venting, you getting online. You know, I don't like if I wasn't getting some type of income off YouTube. I wouldn't be doing it. I ain't gonna lie. Like, well, I can't say that because I got like I like it, but like doing it for a long period of time and just like not seeing no results or anything. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. And the reason why I'm saying this is because the ones that get up on the platform or just any platform, TikTok, social media, anything, Facebook, Instagram, I just be thinking to myself, like, you got this time posting and making videos, and it's like knowing that you're in a situation, and it's like you could be doing something else. Salute, I'm late but present. What's up, Anonymous? You could be doing something else, some type of side gigs. I don't know, something, you know, and even if let's just say she might be monetized on this, you know, then that's cool. They could be going towards the debt, but like just the post, just the vent, man, you ain't got enough time to be doing that. Hell no. You be trying to post to make some income.
And I don't even know how I'm gonna pay my rent next month. But
Yo.
I'm not making this video for sympathy or empathy or
so what are you making
for people
it
to call
for?
me financially irresponsible, because yes, I probably am, but I've been going through it and I'm just trying my best. And the economy is shit right now. And I'm still chasing my dreams, pursuing my dreams. So that's why I made this account, because I want to be able to become financially free, you know, not have to worry about my rent, not have to worry about going to the grocery store and having to put something back because I can't afford it, not having to worry.
Anonymous, that's where we going with this. Oh, so wait. Some anonymous guy, right? Get it? Yeah. Right. Some anonymous guy is gonna creep in there, man. I can listen. Hey, teach his own, man. But I get what you saying. Yeah, she making out for one of them guys that's willing, you know, need a shoulder to cry on. I got you. Don't worry about it. What you need? Retire, veteran, make decent money, but find myself struggling because I'm paying rent. Oh, whoa, for a while. Good tenants, we straight, but listen. Whew. So finding yourself, see, sheesh, because like everybody will want to do real estate. But I don't think a lot of people be knowing the tough side. Like they don't be knowing that. They don't be knowing that you got tenants that don't want to pay, or just, you know, you got to kick them out. You got to evict them out. Dang. Her forehead make her a solid 4.8. Golly. Karen, man. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that though, bro. Yeah. But renting out a home is income. It is passive income. It is. I believe so. I think it's just like I said though. You getting a good tenant at the end of the day, where you know guaranteed they gonna make they gonna make their payments. You know, and let's just say they just, because you can get veterans. You can get veterans to move in, and you know, but now you got to deal with a whole list of other things, you know, because a lot of veterans, we go through stuff behind closed doors. So, but man, what's your route on that? I want to know your route. Like what one? Well, we gonna call you. I'm gonna call you the one, right? What's your plan on that? She can. room or 2 rent. Yep, she could. If she could. She sure can. She sure can. She really can. Like, she can goddamn group economics. She could goddamn have her family members stay in or have her friends.
Worry about choosing working a shift over picking up an acting gig.
Where we going with this?
So, anyways, I don't really know what else to say, but I believe that before the end of this year, I will be able to pay off all my debt and be financially free. And this video is perhaps a message to my future self. You did it. You fucking did it. It was fucking rough, but you fucking stuck it out. And you should be very proud. Enjoy the wins and remember what it feels like to be in the suck. Because
yeah, that's why I asked. That's why I brought up the veteran, because that's something I thought about doing, but it wouldn't be bad. It's just like I said before, you depending on certain veterans. Because I tried to help a veteran out one time, and listen, they told me, but they was mentally going through, like, literally, like, going through something, and they was like, "Nah, I'd rather be homeless, man. I'm good. Cool. No, you ain't got to help me." And I wasn't even trying to get him. Like, I was trying to get him to get in contact with Hood Vash, But he was like, "I'm cool. I just rather just live on the streets." I was like, "Damn." She only gonna do that by doing only. But that's not a bad idea, one. That's not a bad idea.
There she is. In all her glory.
Yo, wait, Care credit for 4,500. Apple credit 15. Best Buy credit 17. IQ 15. K's 20. Yo, this is crazy. See, if anybody out there thinking that their situation is bad, I'm letting you know. And this just 10,000 in the Chase Freedom. Yo, 18,000 at Happy Monday personal loan. 7,000 on low. What the fuck would you building a house or something? What like, yo, Costco's. All right. I mean, the student loans, I'm not even tripping about that.
There she is. In
Damn.
all her glory. That's all my debt. Hi, I'm Angie, a recovering credit card user. Welcome. At first, I was very hesitant to share the details.
She must gotta make a lot of money.
Quite literally, it
You
fills
have to.
the screen. To be honest, I just did not want to be judged, even though I know y'all pedals are top tier and y'all.
And the reason why I say it, because she got to be making them. If she's not making the minimum payments,
would never judge a girl. I also felt a little bit of shame about it because as someone who grew up in a financially conscious household, like my mom and dad didn't.
Facts. She probably is homeless though. She probably staying with somebody. But facts. No, I get what you're saying. Until homeless. But you want to hear something? We had this discussion earlier before you jumped in the live, Anonymous. Depending on your circumstances, of course, it comes down to budgeting. We know that. Budgeting your goddamn money. It comes down to that. But in this day of economy, some people will rather be homeless. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Some people would rather sleep in the car, RV it. Listen, if you still in the live, a person said, listen, put me in a motel. Put me in a hotel. Listen, I'm good. But the thing was, we was talking about, if they was receiving $6K a month, what would you do? But just homeless in general, just homeless altogether, and you ain't receiving anything. Nah, them streets, man. Streets get wild out there. You don't know what's out there. Listen, it's 1027. Something is going down right now. Something is listen, some homeless crackhead, something listen, is beating up somebody. It's something going on. It's the streets ain't safe. Sometimes jail three hots, in a cot. Don't sound bad, but Texas prison don't have air. Oh hell no.
Let me go out in the wilderness and figure out finances alone. I kind of had some guidance. I knew I shouldn't be using these credit cards as I was, but I still got stuck in the hole. I feel like I should be further ahead in life because I got all that guidance, but I guess it went in one ear and out the other. I should be a girl that has her retirement fund down packed, investing in some investments, and basically continuing the generational wealth my parents was trying to do. But we're here. Honestly, I'm still learning. I'm just showing you guys this because there has to be somebody that is in the same footsteps as mine and feels very overwhelmed and doesn't even know where to start. And I'm telling you, you're not alone, because obviously I'm right here with you. Y'all saw those numbers. The first step for me was to acknowledge the damage and then figure out a way on how I can pay off this debt. Personally, for me, it was doing the micropayments. And honestly, I want to be a social media Betty and see how I can get the social media coin to then help me pay off these debts. I have not yet figured out how to get the social media coin, but I have figured out this micropayment stuff. If you guys would be interested in me doing a course or how to do all of this micropayment, how to budget for it and all that stuff, go ahead and comment interested and I can send you a link to a little interest form because I have nothing cooked up. We're figuring this all out together. Yes.
Hold on, guys.
Anyways.
Hold on. She just made
Okay, bye.
23 hours ago.
We're secretly paying off $100,000 of debt behind my own back. Just like with every video, the amount that I put towards debt is based on last video's engagement. I post on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, so in total we have 84 comments, 51 new follows. Hi, my little petals. I'm so happy you're here. 613 likes and 319 shares, which brings our grand total to $10.
You say when getting out, they should have someone help you with getting financial aid classes and get you ready for not getting BAH. Only person living free in the barracks. Yeah, they should. They should. But they definitely don't. You definitely don't. And you ain't gonna have nobody that's gonna tell you that. It's gonna teach you that.
$67. Our progress is now at 0.498%. For today's engagement question of the day, it's not really a question, but tag your favorite brands.
All right. I thought she was gonna, go back over that amount of debt.
We're secretly paying off $100,000.
I didn't mean to do that.
We're secretly paying off $100,000 of debt behind my own back. I think she's at a good distance now.
We do tap everyone who serves has a, but it's not like in depth though. It ain't I don't feel unless you know what, and let me say this. It could be valuable. They probably did have valuable information though. But I don't think it was it's two things. I don't think it was really taught good enough, or I probably wasn't just paying attention. So I gotta hold myself accountable on that. My house interest rate was 2.7. Paid off 2, working on number 3. See? Y'all boys getting it out here, man. Y'all listening. Got houses and stuff paid for. Boy, come on, man. Come on.
I have a question for you guys. When are people going to really stop pretending like everything is okay in America? The credit card debt rises to $1.26 trillion, an all-time record high. Do you guys remember when people used to get credit cards? It was for big time purchases. Let's say if you really needed a laundry machine or whatever, maybe you wanted something really nice, but it was a big purchase, or they usually use it for vacations. Now people are using it just to survive. They're using it to literally buy food. We are in a mortgage debt crisis. We are in an auto loan debt crisis. We are in a credit card debt crisis, student loan, you name it. It's
That is crazy. I told y'all. You come to Texas. Just enjoy the freedom. 110 acres. Damn.
literally like debt America. Then they did some surveys and they said that 63% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. 90% have less than 500 left each month. So my question is this: when are people going to stop pretending like everything's okay? Because it's not. It's clearly not. And the system that we have in place, it's not working because there are jobs that people cannot get anymore. They've completely fucked over the world for millennials and Gen Z. And it's sad. A lot of Gen Z should be like living in apartments with friends and living the time of their lives, but they can't even do that. A lot of them are at home. Heck, a lot of millennials.
She said living the time of their life. No. See, that's where we got it misconstrued. Like living the time as a Gen Z. No, you 18. You gotta like I realize at 18, you gotta make some grown ass decisions. Hey, all that partying and stuff is over with. It's dead. Like you could do it here and there, but if that's the dream to go, no. Like you're supposed to have some type of dream and aspirations to be like, I want more. You know, that partying, drinking, all that dumb. Listen, is wow. I appreciate that. But it's listen, that's wild. And then you hit your late 30s, mid 30s, and you be or 40s, 50s, and now you like, damn, man, I wish I would have did better. Damn, I should have. You got people that's and I reacted to a video earlier today. You got people like in they mid 30s, like, man, I should have went to the military. It's like, yo, it's crazy, man.
Are still at home with their parents. And sometimes
there's nothing wrong with living with your parents. It's nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong.
I watch the news. I watch the news just to be like informed. I read a lot. I watch the news. I'm a millennial, so we were kind of raised like that. So I still do it. But I still have critical thinking. But sometimes it's like I'm watching the news and it's just like these people are living like everything is okay. Like we're not even getting accurate information. It's so dystopian, and I can't sit here and pretend like it's getting worse, and we need to figure this shit out and do something about it because I just don't see like an end to this. I have a
she ain't wrong. She ain't wrong. I don't think it ain't stopping.
26 years old, and apparently I'm in $78,495.43 worth of debt. And I say apparently because up until today, I genuinely did not know that was the total of everything. I sat down, I added up my 7 credit cards, my private student loan, my 5 federal student loans, my husband's 6 credit cards, and his car loan. And this is what we came out to. Now, I will say about 20,000 of that is the federal student loans. And if I'm being honest,
no, listen, it's none whatsoever. Listen, if you can do it and you got a good family, like a good support system and everything, like even if you got kids, there's nothing wrong with doing that. Now, if you got kids and you living with your parents and you single, there's nothing wrong with that either. But at the same time, my opinion is that it's kind of like making better choices, and it's not on the. I'm not saying it's on the wife fault or, the girlfriend, whatever, wife, girlfriend, husband, blah blah blah, because it's a lot of factors in that. But to I just don't know, like have kids going back to stay with your mom. I agree with it, but it got to be a time limit. You can't just be like, all right, this is what I'm gonna be doing forever. You can't be doing that. Yes, make good decisions. Yes, gotta make this. Listen, gotta make good decisions. If not, later on you're gonna pay for them decisions. You're gonna pay. You're gonna listen. Listen. You're gonna pay. and you gonna hate that you made them decisions.
They're gonna have to catch me to get that money back. They're gonna have to catch me. I don't know not one person who's paying those back as of right now, and I'm not gonna be the first. As long as they have that zero on my account, that's what we're rocking with. As for everything else, my goal is to have everything.
If a divorce, you get it. Listen, that's why I say it depends on the circumstance. Like I can't really, because it's so many. Like she could have been with an abusive husband, right? Vice versa. He could have been with an abusive wife. That's the reason why they, single. So I mean, it's I can only like give so much room on that. Cause I could go in and be like, man, you just a bad parent. So I mean, it's just so many variables and so many factors of being a single parent with kids. You could have been with a person that was just cheating. You was loyal. Listen, you faithful. You thinking you got this man, right? Or this woman, and at the end of the day, they out here in the streets. And you doing everything. You paying the bills. You making sure cook meal. Look, you packing his lunch. You paying for her to get her nails did and stuff like that, and get her hair did. You taking her out to eat. And guess what? She's still cheating. Still cheating. So, I mean, it's situations like that, and then you got situations where you got a breadwinner. So the breadwinner, listen, he ain't finna leave up out the house unless you get a divorce and you really have that paperwork. Then it's kind of different. But say a relationship, he the breadwinner in a relationship, girlfriend, boyfriend. If that's the case, hey, listen, at the end of the day, his name on the lease or on the house, your name ain't on it. I mean, you got mail, you might got 30, 60 days, what? But after that, you finna go have to stay with somebody. A key to a man been there. It's not worth it. See? See? Full tummy and empty. Yeah. Communication is communication and listening. Could be. It depends on the person though. Could be. And been there, done there. Like how you say you said you've been there, done that. I don't think love is dead. Just like I don't think the American dream is dead. I don't think it's dead. I think people still can thrive. Like even me, I know I can thrive in this society. It ain't nothing. It's not bad. You just got to make better decisions. So,
Being paid off by summer 2027, which is no.
But the thing is, and I'm jumping back on topic with her, is she says she ain't paying none of them. She ain't paying that debt. Bump that. Chase your purpose, not women. Facts.
A lot of time, but I think I can do it. Now, let's talk about how we even got here in the first place. Most of my credit card debt came from when I was younger, between the ages of 18 and 23, especially when I was away at school in Missouri. I was financially illiterate, loved to shop, and credit card companies were giving me limits I had absolutely no business of having. My first credit card was with Discover, and they gave me a $15,000 limit right off the bat. Why would they do that? And then to make matters worse,
That's
Apple
crazy.
gave me $10,000 on top of that. And it basically just kept going from there. Like I don't know. As for my husband's debt, I genuinely don't know how he accumulated all of it, and I honestly don't.
Man, corn chip toenails. Wait, man, you wild.
Really care. The
Man.
majority of this number is mine anyways, and now that we're married and I'm managing our household finances, his debt affects our goals too. But here's the good part. I've actually already been working on all of this. Apple Card was completely maxed out, but as of April 2026, it is fully paid off. Instead of just allowing the debt to keep accumulating interest, I ended up researching a lot of hardship programs. I was able to get my Apple Card to 0% interest for a full year, and I'm actually using some of those hardship programs for some of my other cards like Discover and Navy Federal. And I believe my husband is on one for Best Buy, but I could be wrong. Either way, those programs have honestly been one of the biggest things to help me make so much progress so fast. And now I have a much bigger goal. I'm turning 27 this year. I'm a homeowner, I'm a newlywed, and we might possibly want kids in the future. So I don't want to keep carrying all this consumer debt into these next stages of my life. But I'm still young. I still want to shop. I still want to travel. I still want to go out and just enjoy the money that I'm working for. I just need to learn how to do all that without spending money that I don't have. So I'm starting Financial Freedom Fridays, and I'm bringing you guys along with me while I figure out everything. Making better financial decisions, budgeting paychecks, paying off cars, and probably exposing some purchases that I should not have been making. $78,495.43. Let's see how fast I can make this number disappear. I'm 26 years old and
I love it. I love it. I mean, even though she did say she ain't gonna pay that off, you know, I hopefully, you know, I know she just said she was, but she said she ain't gonna pay it, but then turned around at the end of the video said she gonna pay it. So I love it. I think we're gonna add this repertoire, this little, you know, segment into our channel. We all gotta, you know, all of us got something that we might need to pay off, or, you know, and everybody in the chat might not have anything. You know, some of y'all might be debt free, but some of us, you know, me, myself, I got stuff that I got to pay off too. I ain't finna sit here and lie, you know, but we're going to be on this journey, man. And listen, personal finances and learning about debt, getting out of debt. That's the way to go. We got people in the chat, house paid for, house like paid off, people paying on homes and all different type of stuff in the chat. You said what time tomorrow? Probably the same time. Probably 9 times out of 10, 8, 7 or 8. So probably the same time. But definitely, this is something we definitely gonna start adding to the chat, you know, like to the live more often, because it's need to be talked about. Definitely. Whew. All right, guys, listen. We've been on for 2 hours and 26 minutes. All right, we're gonna close out, man. We're gonna probably see depending on how I feel after the VA. You got to go to that VA appointment. Definitely. Tell me how it go. If you do, you got to tell me in the chat how it go. I'll be live tomorrow. But guys, listen, I appreciate y'all for joining the live. Listen, man, this is, look, we learning over here. We gonna look and we reacting, learning and reacting. We doing RL. React and learn. That's what we doing over here. All right, guys. So, all right. See you. All right, guys. Well, that was it. That's what we came. We came, we saw, we conquered. That's time to go, man. This is Mike the Vet 2.0. See you in the next live. Peace.